Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that college football game between BYU Cougars and the UCF Knights. How you doing this morning, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. This is an intriguing matchup that I think a lot of sports bettors are going to be interested in. A Friday or a Thursday night game, and BYU, of course, lost an important piece of the puzzle in Week 6.
Yeah, man. A lot actually happened last week for BYU. They lost their first game of the season, and most importantly, I think that what bothers them the most is the fact that they lost their Heisman Trophy candidate, Taysom Hill, for the rest of the season due to a leg injury. Now, knowing that, my man, can you actually expect the Cougars to put some effort into this game in Week 7?
Yeah, I mean, the Cougars have a lot going for them here. First off, they're going to be underdogs. They probably would have been at least a field goal favorite if they would have captured that victory against Utah State and had a healthy Hill. So that's something to consider. And also the backup quarterback, Christian Stewart, he's not an 18 or 19-year-old. A lot of times what you have with BYU, Dax, is the fact that their roster is older than the rest of the teams they face, because once they get recruited and signed with BYU, they'll go off on a 2-year mission, most of them, and then return. So Stewart's not 18 or 19. He's a fifth-year senior, I believe, and he was on the scout team a year ago. So he'll be comfortable in running this offense, especially since he got a little bit of experience with Hill going down last week.
All right, now how about the Knights? I mean, they've actually won and covered the number in the last 5 Thursday contests that they've had. But what actually makes this team so good in that particular situation, Jeff?
You know, midweek games are tough for teams often, but when you have experienced head coaches like both of these teams, they are better in terms of preparing for contests. And when you look at UCF, George O'Leary has been there, done that. And UCF has really made its name in playing these nationally televised games that are non-Saturday. So the Knights will be ready for this game as well.
All right, man. So we both know that these head coaches have been with their respective teams for well over a decade. But can that type of longevity provide an edge for a particular side in this matchup, Jeff?
Definitely in this matchup, Dax, because I'll mention that both of these teams under O'Leary and Mendenhall are defensive-minded. UCF has been the best defense in its particular conference. They've changed conferences a few times, but they've always been very good defensively. Of course, they had more of an offensive mindset last year with the first-round quarterback in Blake Bortles, but of course he's gone, and Justin Holman has not put together very good numbers in the early going this season, while BYU, Bronco Mendenhall, he's going to have to get the defense going because Hill isn't going to provide that cushion of scoring 35 or more points in every game. But BYU certainly has an edge here, 6-2 against the spread in its last 8 games when getting points.
All right, man. So what's the lean going to be for this one? What are you going to recommend for this game?
I like BYU a lot here situationally. Yes, Hill's injury is a significant blow to any team. He was one of the top 5 players, most important players in the country. But BYU 9-1-1 against the spread in its last 11 games following a straight-up loss. And when landing as an underdog off a straight-up loss, Dax, BYU has covered its last 3 games since 2011 in that situation by 13 points on average. So I'm going to take the Cougars +3 against UCF on Thursday.
All right, good stuff. You heard it here first. Make sure to take the Cougars over the Knights. And Jeff, as always, it's a pleasure talking football with you, and look forward to doing it again tomorrow, man.
Thank you.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.